Hi everyone, happy Thanksgiving and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do brulee Japanese sweet potatoes. For this dish, we need 2 Japanese sweet potatoes of the same size because we want them to roast at the same speed. Once we've found our match, scrub them up, give them a good wash, and then pat them dry. We're going to poke these with a fork about 4 or 5 times just so the steam can escape as this roasts up, before putting this on a parchment lined baking sheet and baking this for 40 minutes at 400 degrees. After 40 minutes, pull these out and let them cool down, and while they're cooling, we'll make our pastry cream. In a small pot over the stove, we're going to add in 3 egg yolks. Save the whites to make yourself an egg white omelet. This did take me a second, obviously, to add in all the yolks, but all 3 did make it into the pot indeed. To the yolks, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to help thicken up our pastry cream. 1/4 cup of sugar, because sweet potatoes are already sweet enough. 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt to bring out the sweetness, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon because it just will make everything taste delicious. We're going to whisk carefully. Unlike me, I'm a bit of a messy baker apparently, until all the dry ingredients are incorporated into the yolk. Before adding in 3 slices of ginger, turning the heat to medium-low, and drizzling in 1 cup of heavy cream. There was a frog in my throat, I apologize. And you can't really walk away from this. You need to babysit this. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for this custard to thicken up. But once it does, we're going to pass this through a strainer to get out any lumps that may have occurred during the cooking process. Just take your time, strain this through, and you end up with a really beautiful silky custard. Potatoes have cooled down, but they're still nice and warm, so we're going to cut a little opening in the top of both of our sweet potatoes, and we're going to scrape out enough so we can put the custard in. So we're going to scrape a little well into the sweet potatoes, but we're going to add anything we've pulled out into our pastry cream. Now, I've been seeing these all over the internet, really wanted to try it, thought this would make a great holiday dessert, so that's why we're making these today. So once you've scraped out enough, pass the filling through a strainer that you've scraped out right into the pastry cream. And we're going to mix this up as well. It's just going to reinforce that beautiful potato flavor. Once everything is scraped in, just fold the sweet potato that you've just pressed in to the custard. We're going to let this cool in the fridge for an hour, but we want to cover it with plastic, press down directly against the custard so that the skin doesn't form. After an hour, pull this out. Now we're ready to assemble. Now you're going to have more cream than you're going to fill your potatoes with, but you can just simply put that in a ramekin and brulee it and just have little sweet potato brulees without the actual sweet potato shell itself. Just popping this on and smoothing out to make it look a little prettier. Then we're going to sprinkle with a healthy amount of sugar and blow torch this with a kitchen torch, or put this under your broiler if you don't have a kitchen torch, but you want a nice crunchy shell on the outside. And this is looking fantastic. This is my favorite part. Give this a little crack. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. The custard is sweet potatoey, creamy, cinnamony, a little tiny hint of ginger. When you get a scoop of that sweet potato with the filling itself, it's just absolutely heaven. This is so easy to make and absolutely delicious. But there they are. Sweet potatoes, bruleed. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending time with me again today on your holiday. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you again. Happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, happy cooking.